If you are new here, go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that option center logo, and subscribe. I just want to say it is Connor's birthday, our middle child. He requested that we be down here tonight while I do my video with my fiance and our youngest Mallory. So we are going to go through ES on multiple time frames. We might check a couple of things out here. But the main thing we want to focus on is BTC, Bitcoin. We haven't done an update on that in a while. It's kind of led the way to the downside for the overall market. So it's kind of our risk monitor for overall sentiment and whatnot. So let's jump into it, you guys. If you like this information, please hit that like button. And if you want to get this each and every day or the weekend, hit that notification button as well. So we have ES on the monthly. We're going to start here. We had the reversal candle. We actually had an engulfing candle after that. So we're looking bullish on this chart, but we're right up against resistance, which is a very important inflection here. We had this on the SPX. I'm going to show you this real quick, just so you can get an idea of what we're up against. We don't have as much information on the futures market to look at this, but we're right against resistance from the 1925 to 30 area. So that's huge. It's massive. So we have to keep an eye out for that to look for a major reversal in the market here pretty soon. But looking on the monthly, we're up here in bullish skies. We have RSI, a little bit of divergence going since 2018. And then we'll look down at the weekly, see if we can see anything else that we're looking at. So we do have this this long channel here that we're up against. It looks like we had the third intermediate wave 5 of primary wave 5 in the Elliott wave count. We're looking at being right against resistance there. We have a little bit of room left if we want to move somewhat higher, but overall, we're over all the moving averages. Volume is kind of falling off a little bit, so that's a little bit to worry about, but price is the arbiter. So we're holding above everything. We're just up against resistance just for a caution. Moving on to the daily. Trend is our friend. Again, what we have here is, considering that this might be the end of wave 3, moving to wave 4, what we might have here is an A, expanded B, down to expanded C. It's a expanded flat. That's what we're kind of going against. This is the ES futures. So we had this possible, it's a pause candle, but possible reversal. And it looks like we're starting to dip a little bit, but we have all night to go through until the overseas Asia market opens up at around 3 o'clock. So we'll check that out a little bit later in the morning for us, or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. But we're holding over all of the moving averages. We have the 8 EMA, 20, 50, 100, and then all the way down to 200-day moving average. If we do get this reversal here, I am afraid to say that we will probably break down from this ascending triangle that it appears that we broke out of. I do think that would be very bearish, and that's a fake break at that point to where we could go down to test a 200-day moving average at least, and then we have a rising pivot here as well. So lots of things to look at. That's way too far in the future for us to predict, but those are some things to watch in the meantime. So that's the market in itself. We did a market update earlier, but we're going to really focus on BTC. We're going to start off with the monthly time frame. Teenagers home. Might have to pause the video for a second here, but we'll go on and I'll stop when necessary. So on BTC, we have the monthly time frame. We have a possible wave 1 down to wave 2. We're pushing on wave 3 and looking at hi Brady. Hold on, I'll pause this. All right, jumping back into it. Had to take pause there. What we're looking at here on Bitcoin futures, we're on the monthly. We're looking at a Elliott wave count, possibly a primary wave 1, 2, 3, and I still think this is a 3-wave move down, 3-wave move up for an expanded A, B, and looking for the C in this wave 4. And then we should probably, this is such a deep retracement for wave 1 to 2 that I think we're looking for some sort of flat here or triangle, but we definitely surpassed that triangle look, and I do believe we're going to do that expanded flat, very similar to the market. Right now we're underneath the 8 EMA on the monthly, so it's just not looking very healthy for BTC at this point. In the long term, we are trying to make a bearish cross there, and we had the bear divergence playing out in the RSI. So let's go over to the weekly time frame, see if we can get a little bit more information out of that. All right, on the weekly, if you're looking at this 1, 2, and this could be an intermediate wave. We don't have the information back here for possible primary waves, so that might be the 1, 2 down here where we're doing intermediate wave 1, 2, 3, expanded A, expand B, and down to expanded C on the flat, which would be this coinciding with the gap area here that we might fill but hold at the gap, but we have the 200-week moving average underneath there just in case things get a little bit down and dirty. But we cannot cross under Elliott wave rules. We cannot cross this wave 1 here. So if we get underneath there, something else is definitely happening at that point. So let's move on to the daily, see if we can find anything else on a lower time frame. You see this channel from wave 1 to we thought might be a wave 3, but it just made so much sense that if this is actually a wave 1, 2, and a very bullish scenario, this could be a 1, 2, 1, 2 scenario where we have this 1, 2 intermediate and then a 1, 2 minor wave, where this is actually the flat here, and that's an ABC correction at this point. We came all the way down to just above the 62% retracement, and that's why I feel like we just missed that. So this does look like a 3-wave structure to the upside, and that's why this wasn't very clear. A lot of people were saying that's a 5-wave, but it does really look to me like more of a corrective 3-wave. 3-wave up, and now we should be looking at more like a 5-wave move down. Let's see if we can hold this channel here or just come down to the 618 to retest that as a flat, or if we come down a little bit lower, we could possibly test the 786 retracement at that point, and then we'd consider this to be very bullish at that point. Now, if this is a 3 going into 4 like we had on the last chart there, then we're getting a little bit closer to the top, but we should still have more movement to the upside. I don't have much to say about the lower charts. I should actually look at this descending pivot here. That's very important to see if we're actually going to go to lower lows at this point. But from the top here at the wave 1, we coincide here with this purple dotted dashed line. If we start to get under there, then I think with this support level, start to break that, and I think our scenario is pretty secure. Getting down to the 65. Now, can we see anything from that point to where we have any structure? We were trying to channel this, but it's not really working out so well. I mean, if you're looking at this channel, it looks actually a little bit bullish, but I don't believe that that's the correct scenario. We are looking more like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost like a zigzag down here. So overall, if this is a zigzag, then we'd have to look back at this daily time frame and just look at this more like an let me go move this back here. Then this, instead of an ABC, which is still a 3-3, 3 scenario, so we'd have to go more like a WXY, or I'm sorry, a XYZ pattern, to where this would be a 3-3-3. And then from there we could either correct a little bit more sideways in order to finish this scenario, and then start moving to the upside. But either way, that's what we have here on BTC. We want to show this just as a bonus, again, just to pass a little bit of time away. But I love that you guys are sticking with us, and I thank you for all your support. Like this information, like this video if this information helps out any different. So, you guys have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you soon.